And I am live. Hello, everyone. Once again, my name is Kamitra, and thank you for everyone who is new to my page. Welcome. It is an honor and pleasure to have you here. I help people start, set up, and scale their very own online business, which is flipping scales from working from someone else to now working for yourself and reaping all of the rewards for the hard work that you are doing, right? So today's topic is, why is this business perfect for everyone? And when I mean everyone, I mean everyday people like you and me who want more from life. There are many people who are satisfied and comfortable in their life and they don't need to take action because their life is how they want it. That's great. But if you're here watching me, you want more from life, right? And few years ago, that's exactly how I was. The problem is I had a few incorrect beliefs about business and about being rich and successful. And I'll share those things before I go into how this business is perfect for you, right? The first incorrect belief I had is that you need to be a certain type of person to be rich and successful. And that kept me back a long time because I would allow myself to not take forward action because of fear, because I didn't think I was worthy enough, because what if I fail, right? And it was only later on, or after finally getting tired of where my life was heading, I decided to take that massive action. And I soon learned that for you to be rich and successful, they don't do anything. Those types of people, it's not where they come from. Yes, that might give them a boost, but it's not where they come from, right? It's who they are willing to become. And anyone can become a rich and successful person by building the right skills and having the right mindset. Mindset is key. If I want to be rich, then I need to be consistently taking massive action in order to get there, right? There's the saying where be the people the rich people are the ones who do the things that everyone else is not willing to do. And that is so true. Now that I've flipped the scales and I've switched my mindset into a limitless one, I've now realized that everything that I thought before was just me limiting myself. The second incorrect belief I had is about resources. I grew up really, really poor and I didn't have much help from my family for me to actually go to university. My brother had to pay for me. My parents couldn't afford it. And also a charity organization paid for me to stay close to the university. So it was a blessing for me to even get an education, right? I was grateful that in my second year, the government offered it free. So that's another big blessing that I got. But I believed that your parents had to have money to give you to invest in business and things like that. But it's not about having resources. It's about being resourceful, right? And anyone can be resourceful. And when I joined this online business, I learned about so many different ways where you can be resourceful. I saw people to make that extra investment money, because it is a business, so there is an investment to make that money. People were selling stuff that they weren't using to just add that money up. I saw people renting out their spare bedrooms. You borrow money. There's so many avenues now in this world to borrow money, from credit cards to different types of personal loans, right? You can pick up a few extra shifts. And yes, you might have to work a little bit harder in the beginning, but when you see the potential that you can get and when you know that that is what you want, then you have to be resourceful enough to get the potential in the end, right? And of course, you can dip into your savings. And that is how I started this business. And if I'm being honest, this business was the first time in my entire life that I dipped into my savings. I would never go into my savings, even on that rainy day, right? But I chose to dip into my savings to start this business when I now moved to Canada, because I didn't have a job at the time. So therefore, I couldn't get a loan. So the only money I had would have been my savings. And I dipped into it because I saw the true potential of this business. And I knew that this is what was going to change my life forever. So I was willing to take that risk. And that risk factor now leads me into another incorrect belief that I used to hold, where by me playing it small and safe and taking zero risk, it was going to make me have a life of my dreams. And that is never going to happen. If you want a grand life, then you need to be taking grand action. Of course, smart action, but still grand action, right? You have to be willing to take risks. And the risk you're really taking is on yourself, on your willingness to build that life. It's like you're daring yourself. This is the dream you have. I dare you to go and get it, right? So those are incorrect beliefs that I had for many, many years. And when I started to switch the scales, that's when I realized that I am in control of my life, right? So let's just jump back to how is this business accessible to every single person, you, all you guys who are watching, right? Number one, you do not need to have a business idea, right? This platform not only teaches you how to build a business from scratch, it also provides you with the earning capability as well. So once you have that desire for a bigger and better life, you don't have to have a business idea. You have to just be willing to learn something new, do something different, and we're going to teach you every single thing, right? The second thing is you don't need to have any business experience or education. No going back to school to getting that degree or doing short courses. Every single thing that you need to learn, we have it here in our training site, and you're going to have access to that training site 24/7. So therefore, you're building your business on your own schedule and your pace as well. So we teach you everything. You don't have to have any business experience. The third reason why it's for everyone, it is affordable, right? If you really want to change your life, then you are going to make this affordable. And I get some people coming here and say that it is expensive. And in the beginning, I probably would have been one of those people to say it's expensive. But now looking back, it's not that it's expensive or cheap or one of those words. It's affordable when you see the potential, right? The potential of the life you can create with this business by, of course, taking massive action and doing your mindset work as well, and doing learning all of the things that you need to learn, right? It's not just investing and then you're done, because it is a business, you have work to do. But when you see the potential, it far outweighs the investment cost, right? Now, just recently, actually it's today, right, somebody commented on one of my ads and said that, they watched the workshop and they didn't get anything from it. And I find some people have this expectation where within 90 minutes or within a few messages on Facebook, we can give you everything that you need to know to start an online business. And if you want to start an online business from a few messages from a stranger on the internet, then that is the wrong people you're looking at, right? You want to work with people who are reliable and who's willing to give you everything, but you have to give something in return. You have to be willing to go through those steps to get the information in the right way. You have to be willing to take a small risk if that is it. And it's not even a risk, right? Because it's risk-free. But you have to be willing to do some of the work to get that information. And if you're not, then guess what? It means you're not willing to change your life in the way that you actually think you are, not as badly as you think you are. And not everyone is going to agree with that statement, but that was the old me. No, just give me everything. I want everything. And if you're not giving me everything, then you know what? You're a scam and you're not good enough. But it's only when I flip that mindset to say, let's see what it's really saying. And then I followed it. I started to realize I need to change my perspective on how I look at things. No one is coming to save me in the way that I want. I need to save myself. And I have been blocking so many opportunities before this because they weren't doing it the way I wanted it to be done. They weren't giving me the information in the way I wanted. So it is a scam. I'm not willing to invest 90 minutes or a few hours after that to get all of the information. You need to give it to me now. Otherwise, you are a scam. And all of that is just bullshit. It was an excuse I was telling myself because I was not willing to do the work. And the honest to God truth is, if you're not willing to get the information in the right way, that something could change your entire life, then you don't really want a better life because you want something easy. You're probably looking for something to get you rich quick. And this is not something to get you rich quick. It's a legit online business, right? So the fourth one about why this business is perfect for everyone is you're not in any competition, right? I always say this on my lives and when I have interviews is the only person I'm in competition with is who I was yesterday. And that is my goal. My ultimate goal is to become a better version of myself than I am today. So tomorrow, that's my goal, to be better than I was today. And that's simply, I could learn a different skill. I can speak more confidently. I can believe in myself more. I can help more. I can serve more. As in, I have so much to give. But the only way I can give it is if I'm willing to become a better version of me every single day. And the fifth one is it's online, right? This is at your doorstep right now, wherever you are in the world, because this is a global business. It's right here at your doorstep, and it's never been easier for you to seize this opportunity. So The whole point of this is you need to pay attention to the things that you're telling yourself that's stopping you from exploring this opportunity or some other opportunity that's at your doorstep, knocking over and over and over. If you keep seeing the same ads, or if you keep wanting to move forward but you're not because out of fear, then you need to ask yourself, what are you so afraid of, right? To have a grand life, you have to be willing to do grand things. You have to be, I am willing to risk everything because I want everything. I cannot want a great life and just sit here and wait for somebody to give it to me. I need to take that action. I need to take that first step. And then there are a lot of people who's going to help me. But to be worth their time, I need to take that first step. So if you're someone who wants to explore this system in its entirety, the first step is to watch a free 90-minute webinar, right? And you can do that by going to my website, www.kamitrarampersad.com. There are many ways to find it. You can see it on the screen right there. You can see it in the comment below. You can search my page as well to make sure I'm a real person. And you would actually see that I've been posting on my page for 5 years. So I'm as real as it gets. But you just register your name and your email on my website, and trust me, it is worth it. All right. This is the part that you're going to get onto the part of your own freedom. And if you really want to change your life, then you're going to be willing to do the work to do it. And you're going to be willing to invest the time to do it. So that's it for me. I will see you guys next week with another topic. Take care.